Welcome back, guys. We are continuing on with these interesting match replays, and we have another very unique, well, it's kind of unique. It caught me off guard, and it's another old replay where I was rather inexperienced and I wasn't really sure what to do to counter what the opponent was doing. Because what the opponent was doing seemed incredibly powerful. And I'm not going to lie, I've been caught off guard with the exact same strategy just in the last match I played, I believe. Or it might have been the last match I played. It was very, very recently. So even though I've already played this strategy in this old video, I still got caught off guard by the exact same strategy. So I thought it was interesting. So I thought it'd be good to show what the opponent is doing. So we've gone for aerial specialist. So I really wanted to try and get an air build working. I hadn't really mastered getting an air build working. The opponent has gone for giant specialist. So he's going to be calling in some form of giant, or at least one form of giant, maybe more. Really, with giant specialists, it's more beneficial if you call in 2 or 3 different types because you get them for free. So it doesn't really make sense to just choose one type. So I've decided with air specialist to go in with wasps, sorry, because I know that the only anti-air they've got is snipers, and snipers are going to be occupied for most of the battle trying to deal with the wasps. So I thought it'd give the rest of my army a break from sniper fire. But unfortunately, the rest of their army was too powerful for the rest of mine. So although my one squad of wasps tied up 2 snipers, it wasn't enough. So the opponents chose intensive training. I decided to go for strike specialist because I was using air, and because I had these jump drives on all of my air units, I wanted to see if I could jump into the back and use the strike specialist to get a decreased flank cooldown. That was the plan anyway. So this was back before I realised that you could see what the enemy skills were. So I had no idea that the enemy had giant specialist. So when he called in his own overlord, it completely caught me off guard and just wiped mine out in seconds. So at that point, I was shell-shocked. I'm not gonna lie, I was shell-shocked. It caught me completely off guard. Now you're about to see the second mistake. Oh no, you're not. That must be in a different video. Or maybe it's in this video, but it's later on. I think that might be what it is. We'll soon find out. Basically, I didn't read the tooltip, and I thought that you could equip them shield domes on flying giants, but it does say ground-based giants only. So yeah, that was a nice mistake that I had to learn the hard way. So yeah, at this point, he's got a leveled up overlord with amplifying core on, giving it 75% extra damage and health. So I'm panicking at this point. I have no idea what to do. it's clearly obvious that even 2 of my overlords aren't going to be good enough to combat his single one. So I tried to delay his with a shield, but that didn't work. He just wrecked the shield immediately. My overlords are wasting time shooting at ground units, which is giving his the perfect opportunity to fire at mine. Now he did turn his back for a second, so we have got an opportunity here, but we just can't do enough damage. And the reason is, he has bought this field maintenance. Now, this is the strat that has caught me off guard again, just yesterday, or today, whenever it was, that the last match I played. I keep forgetting that overlords can have this field maintenance, because I've never used it before. This might be when I accidentally bought the barrier that says ground giant units only. Yeah, it is this battle, I thought it was. So I got and bought it, realised I can't equip the damn thing, and then panicked and thought, well, I'm going to have to buy a giant to equip this thing that I've just bought, otherwise it was completely useless. So I decided to go for the melting point, because melting points are really good against high health targets. So it felt like the right decision to go for a melting point against this. There isn't really too many other options. So making that mistake might have actually been beneficial, because without that mistake I probably wouldn't have bought the melting point, and I probably wouldn't have realised how good the melting point is against high health opponents. Because like I say, this is an old replay. I think I'd only been playing the game for a day. Now unfortunately the melting point didn't actually get a chance to shoot at the overlord in this round. He got sniped, but for whatever reason the rest of his army performed really badly. I think they might have been preoccupied shooting at the overlord. Ah, that was it, because I had the shield on the overlord. So because of the shield on the overlord, all of the rest of their army were busy trying to kill the shield, while my army was killing their army, which left them going forward and the overlord targeting the smaller units. So yeah, this was a lucky mistake buying this melting point. Even though it itself didn't shoot at the overlord, it still won the battle because of the shield that's equipped on it. Won the round, sorry, not the battle. Well, that killing of their overlord gave me enough experience to level up, but his is level 4, which is just insane. His has got 121,000 health. Mine has got 29,000. It's like 4 times as high health. 4 times as much health. That's the words that I'm looking for. So yeah, tough. I've brought out crawlers because overlords are really, really bad at shooting at crawlers. So that'll keep him occupied for a while. And then he did bring a rocket in, which was good. But as you can see, his overlord is wasting so much time trying to kill these level 1 crawlers. And we've managed to take out the tower. So all because of bringing in a couple of level 1 crawlers, it won the round for us. So although his one unit is mega powerful, if it can't hit the target because crawlers move so fast, then it doesn't matter how powerful it is. if it can't hit. Especially if it gets its towers taken out. So I've gone for super heavy armor myself to try and prolong the life of one of my units. Obviously I can't stick it on him because he's got the shield on. So I've had to stick it on one of the overlords, but now this overlord has got 93,000 health. So now it's a lot closer to his. And my other one has got 34,000, which is obviously fairly decent. So this ability, or this item I should say, has evened up the odds in the air department. So yeah, my original decision of going for a flank strike with this strike specialist did not play out, because I spent my entire time making sure this damn thing didn't murk my entire army. But again, another learning curve. So the thing I should have learnt from this is field maintenance on overlords is really powerful. Unfortunately, I didn't learn that lesson, and I got defeated by the exact same strategy. So I bought one of my own overlords and put it in front of the others, because I would rather his super powerful one shoot at one of my less powerful ones, my tier 1 units, than shooting at these tier 2 units. So it was just a giant meat shield basically. But yeah, what turned out to be incredibly scary, or sorry, what looked like it was going to be incredibly scary, turned out to be a really comfortable victory. But most of that was pure dumb luck. But it did teach me quite a few things. So sometimes you have to learn by luck. Not everything is done through skill and thought. Some things you just stumble upon. But the lesson really is that I forgot to learn from this, and I got defeated by it again. Or say again, I got defeated by it the next time, because I tried to use Fortress's rockets against overlords, which Fortress's rockets are really good against the overlord, unless he has field maintenance. Now I didn't know that, but field maintenance repairs it so quick and the rockets reload so slowly that field maintenance is a perfect counter to the Fortress's rockets. It's also a very good counter to the Phoenix's shots as well. So it's very, very challenging to deal with an upgraded overlord. Your only real option is to get him targeting cheap units like these crawlers, and then try to murk him with your own overlords or melting point if you manage to get in range. But most of the time, melting point can't get in range, so you're kind of stuck using your own overlords or hoping that they mess up and put it too close to your melting point. Snipers are fairly decent against it, but the field maintenance does a good job at keeping them alive, so snipers alone wouldn't be worth, or wouldn't be capable, I don't think. But anyway, that was another interesting match from a learning perspective, I should say, really, rather than from an action perspective. So I hope you enjoyed it. Join me in the next one, and we will see what that one holds. So cheers for watching, take care, and I shall see you soon.